Hello, hello, everyone. Okay, let's see who all is in the chat this evening. I see lots of names that I recognize. Carrie and Harriet and Sandy, and hello, Martha. You should be expecting an email from me soon. Sandy, let's see here. Margot and Amy. Hello, hello, Amy. Betty. Let's see here. Sarah. Let's see. Lori is in the house. All right. Everybody is coming in. Lindsay. All right. Michelle. Irene. Hello. Sylvia. Kelsey. Julia. Lots of my friends that I recognize. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Delai. How are you? So good to see everyone. Lindsay. Okay. All right, you guys. So a couple little things that we're going to chat about just before we get started here. Let's see. Susan is saying that she has thunder and light snowing in Spokane. Oh, I miss Spokane. I miss Spokane so much. We used to live there. Let's see. Nan is in Southeast Ohio with blooms. We have blooms here too, but you can see I have like a little hoodie on this evening because it is dreary and chilly today. It is a little chilly in my craft room, so I put a jacket on. I have my slippers on. I'm all ready to go. Oh, Dee, it's so good to have you. Yes, Pacific time zone. It is. You are in California now, aren't you? With your hubby's job or his residency, maybe. I may be wrong about that. Let's see here. Martha, I am in South Carolina, and normally it is pretty warm here by this time of year, but we had rains come through and it is chilly today. But later on this week, it's supposed to be almost 90 degrees. Let's see here. Hello in Charlotte. Angie is my neighbor. They're in Charlotte. Let's see here. Yes, LA for his fellowship. Okay, that's what it's called. It's almost over. That has been so fast. I feel like, Dee, that you just moved. Let's see. Carol is in California too. Yes, Carol. Dee is one of our design team members. She's amazing. She is in California while her husband does his medical fellowship. So that's super interesting. Let's see. Hello, Erica. All right. So before we get started, I want to tell you about our class that we have going on over at Honeybee Stamps Buzzworthy Challenges, and that's on Facebook. I am going to be doing a live class, and so I'll show you. This is the card that we're going to be creating. It is a Lovely Layers class. I had lots of requests for more Lovely Layers. You guys are loving all the Lovely Layers things. And so on April the 29th, let me get rid of this, April the 29th, at 1 p.m. Central, we're going to have a live class. We're going to create the card that is shown here on the screen. And if you go to that Honeybee Stamps Buzzworthy Challenges page, they're on Facebook, and I'll put it back up here for you so you can look at it. But you'll see that picture of the cute little card that has the bird and the nest and all that good stuff on it. If you look there, it's going to give you all the information for the class. It even has a little link there and a special coupon code for those of you who join the challenge group. And so I urge you, if you want to check that out and you want to join us for the class, it's free to you guys. If you want to join us, you can do that. And you don't necessarily need to have all the products. And you can see the little card right back here. You don't necessarily need to have all the products for that class. If you want to come and join and just use some of your other floral dies or layering dies or anything like that, we would love to have you join and just chat with us and things like that. So I hope that you can come over there and check that out. Okay, I am going to go down to my desk view here. We're going to create a card this evening using this cute little It is called Spring Meadow, and you can see all the birds and florals and things like that. Now, I did not end up using the stamp set, but I wanted to show you. I'm going to do something a little bit different this evening, but I wanted to show you that there is the stamp set that you can color or whatever you want to do. Super cute little greetings, whether you're creating a card for someone that is welcoming a new addition to their family, or you just want to send a fun little card with, little flowers and critters and things like that. There's the coordinating die set, which I am going to pull out and use tonight. There is a cute little hot foil plate and the die that's going to cut out the foiled words. And I did use the foil plate this evening, and I'm going to create my meadow scene and the little bugs and things around the hot foiled words that say, "Hey there, a love bug." And then there are the stencils. You can see mine are good and dirty. I've been trying out these stencils today. But they color in all of the little images, the little bugs, the flowers, everything from the stamp set. So there is this. I'm just going to use the stencils tonight to create a little meadow buggy scene. Now here is that hot foiled sentiment, "Hey there, love bug." You can see I've put it on the background for my card, and there we're going to place the flowers and the little buggies and things all around that. But this is some new foil, hot foil, and let me grab it so I can tell you exactly what it's called, because I know that we have this at Honeybee, if I can find it. Here it is. I just had to run across the other side of my desk. But this is called, I want to tell you the right name, the Satin Pastels. So it has 4 different colors of pastels. So there's a really, really pink, there's a purple, there is a green, and then there is like this kind of almost a melon coral kind of color. And that's the one that I'm using on today's card, is this one. Super pretty. Beautiful for spring and summer and baby cards and things like that. I'm going to set those aside and I'll put those away later. But that is what I foiled it with. You can see that you're going to get that shine and a little bit of sparkle, but it's not just that in your face like the gold and the silver and the more metallic colors. So that is going to be the sentiment for my card. Now let's get busy on some inking through these really cute stencils. Now I have, because I wanted to test it here, I have some of the little bugs and the worms and things done. So here is our little like earthworm or inchworm. I think you could color him any way you wanted to. I did brown like a little earthworm. There is a grasshopper or a little cricket. They're so dang cute. And there's even the little faces that are included. And of course, you could do these in any color you wanted to. There's the snail. There is a dragonfly. And you can see how cute these are, just ink blended through the stencil. I didn't use the stamp. I think I would use the stamps if I were wanting to maybe use my Copic markers or something like that. There's the little butterflies that I may add some little spots on. And then there's 2 little bees. I'm going to use one of the little bees. But first, I want to show you how super simple this is to get a really fun little flowery meadow. Let's see how I want to do this. Just by doing some ink blending. And I'm going to start out. Let me make sure. I do want to follow the numbers. Okay, so all the etched lines are on here. So if you want to line these up with the stamps, you can do that. And so I'm just going to lay these down and I'm going to butt it right up against the edge of my card. They are easy to line up because, like I mentioned, they do have the etched lines. So you don't necessarily need to use the stamps with these. Okay, I'm going to take my Rustic Wilderness, and those of you who follow along know that I love to start with my dirty brushes first because I can always dip into my ink if I need to. But most of the time, you get really good results just by using your dirty brushes. And I like more of that kind of light, hazy color. And then if I want something that's a lot darker, all I have to do is either apply more pressure to my bristles or dip back into my ink. Okay, so that is layer one. So now I've got all the little stems and leaves and things for my little meadow that we have. And now I'm going to take layer number two. It's going to be hard for you guys to see, but everything is etched and engraved into the stencils. You can see it says Spring Meadow at the top and then layer two. And that is going to help you, know how to line things up, know which layer goes with what. And then I'm going to do this layer I did it in orange last time, so I think I'm going to stick with that just to make things easier on myself. And I'm looking around the edges and lining up all my little flowers. So I'm just going to go orange, and we're going to have these kind of little like dandelion looking little pod things here. And then also we have the centers of the flowers here. Now let's move it over and scooch it over onto this side. And I'm going to line up all those little stems that we already put together. And then I'm going to go right over the top and blend back and forth. And I want to make sure I get all the little spots just in case. And that's it, just right there, I think. And then we pick it up, and then we're going on here with our cute little meadow. And next I'm going to grab stencil 3. So we're going to keep adding here. Line it up again with the etched lines. I can line up all those little dots that I added in. And then this time I'm going to do speckled egg. And so we're going to add in some of that really pretty blue-green color of the speckled egg. Let's see, my brother, okay, I just pick one topic. He really is. He's easy. It's always Star Wars, so I pick up Star Wars printed paper. Irene, that is so cool. My little guy, Sam, who came in, I think he came in and chatted with you guys or said hello or something like that last week. He is ADHD, and he does the same thing where he gets on like special topics that he likes. And so it just depends on what we're on that day. A lot of times it's like history or Disney or we have all kinds of little topics that we like here in our house. So I totally get what you're saying about little special things. Let's see, 3, and then we're on stencil 4. So we're just going to keep rocking and rolling here, lining up. Let's go ahead and do this side. And I know I want to do these little daisy looking flowers. We're going to do those in saltwater taffy, and I'm just going to lightly go right over the top here, just like that. And then let's see what we've got over here. So some of these little flowers I want to do in saltwater taffy. So I'm going to pull that color right over in here. And then let's do some little dots here, and let's do those let's pull some more orange in here. So I'm going to do the orange up in here, and then that's going to tie in with the orange little pom-pom flowers that we have right over here. Okay, do you see what we have going on here? So cute. We've got the speckled egg, and then the orange and some orange, and the pinks we have all mixed in there. So cute. And that's super easy. So you don't necessarily need the stamps unless you just really want them. It's kind of nice to have the stamps and the stencil. So if you want to do a quick card, or you want to color those with your colored pencils or your Copic markers, you can. There's lots of options there. Okay, so I'm going to take the coordinating dies, and let's go ahead and get these cut here. So I'm just going to line these up, get all those little cute dots in there, and then I'm going to place some highlighter tape down on that side, and then we'll get this one lined up just like so, and go in there, and then get that one kind of stuck down. And then let's run these through our die machine. Let's see. Wow, look at those dies in that set. Yes, I'm going to lay this here and you can look at it. So it is the little meadow or the little flower dies. And then there's all the little critters. See, there's the snail and the little worm and the grasshopper, the butterflies, all the little sentiments. So they're really cute. So technically, you could foil that little sentiment and then ink blend, you know, and do more of a flat card. You can ink blend your little meadow and things right around it. Or, you know, you could use the stamps or the stencils and the dies like I have and do more of a dimensional card. It just depends on, you know, what theme, not theme really, but what style of card you're wanting to do. And then of course I found a little ladybug hanging out over here, so I grabbed him. Okay, so we've got our little meadow pieces. Let me set this aside. So we've got those. I'm just going to pop those right out. And then let's find our card base and our little foiled piece that we have here. So technically, if you wanted to, you could take your foiled cardstock and you could place your little flower seed like right over here up next to the side. And I cut my paper down. Do you see where I cut the paper down in order to be able to have this little pink margin right around the sides? But if you didn't want to do that, technically you could lay your stencil down and see stencil right with around your foiled element that you have there. You could take your little grasshopper that's up here. Let me get one where you can see better the grasshopper. See his little legs cut out there? You could place him, you know, right on top of the little letters up there and have your grasshopper be stenciled on to the card panel that you have foiled. If that all is making sense. I'm doing it and adding more dimension here, but technically you could do a one layer card and stamp or stencil directly onto the panel that you have foiled on. So I'm hoping that this little collection is kind of all making sense to you. There's so many different options in how you can kind of put all this together. I'm going to start out, since I have my foiled panel kind of all done here, I'm going to start out by just adding liquid adhesive on the back of this. And then I'm going to add that directly onto my pink card base. Let's see here if I can get my liquid glue to cooperate here. No, let's see here. I'm going to read. My mom calls me Love Bug. Oh, perfect. Yep. And you can, you know, this is super cute. If you didn't want to do like super like Easter bunny type stuff for an Easter card or an Easter gift, you know, you could do little spring bugs or something. It would be a cute little Easter card. And then of course there's all those other little greetings as well in that set for a baby card, or there's hi friend, well hello there. There's love bug, sweetie, sweet friend, thinking of you. So there's lots of cute little greetings that you don't necessarily need to have the big foiled part. Okay, now this is where we're going to get fun here. And I want my little meadow to be right snug, right down in here, kind of hugging the B and the G. And I'm going to start out, I think I want to start with this side because I'm going to kind of have my snail peeking out from the bottom down there, I think. So I'm going to start pulling in some of our little tabbed little foam dots, and I'm going to actually pop up a few of the elements here that are going to go on the front of our little love bug card. So I'm going to pop these on, and then I can grab the little tabs and pull them off. And then I'm going to have the little meadow pieces kind of straddle both the pink and come on into the white. So it's going to kind of hang off the edges just a little bit, and we can kind of pat that down. And then I know I want the cute little snail here. He's going to kind of be popping out right down here. So I think I'm going to add a foam dot just like that. And then he's going to be kind of coming right along here. Let me see before I really press him down. I don't want to cover him up. We may have to tuck him in a little bit. So let's do this. Let's get this set up where we want it. And then I'm going to have this side do the same thing. And notice I didn't put any adhesive right back here because I want to be able to like tuck that little snail in where I want it. So these are going to kind of create the floor to our little garden or our little meadow here. And then now I can kind of tuck him in. Let's see here. Do I want him like that? Do I want him like that? I could also overlap the other way. Let's see here. Do I want him like this? Peeking out. I kind of like him peeking out right down here. So I'm going to kind of have him nestled right in there like that. See how cute he is down there? Okay, now is the fun part of adding all of the rest of our little critters. And some of these I might kind of zhuzh up a little bit with my gel pens or my pencils or something. I'm going to place this little ladybug right down here in the meadow, just like that. I think that's cute right in there. And then some of these are going to be up around our greeting. So we've got our little inchworm, we have little butterflies or moths, depending on how you want to color those. Okay, so I'm going to take my pens. So let's start out with the dragonfly. And I'm going to start my pen off on white piece of paper and get it started. This would be really cute if you wanted to add glitter or gel pen or what is that stuff called? Like glitter paste, glimmer paste. I always forget. I think every company kind of has like a different name for it, but I'm just going to add some little simple dots to his wing, just like that. And he's going to be hard to see. So let's lift him up and I'll tilt it in the light. So that just adds just a tiny bit of character there. And we can kind of have him kind of flying around up here. I think our bee is going to be cute just like that. The worm, he's going to be cute just like that. And the grasshopper, he's going to be cute. I think just left ink blended. But I think I want to add some cute little details or something to the butterfly here. So let's do black. like the spots or something on a butterfly. So this little guy is going that way. So let's add just some little spots. I'm going to move him out of the way so I don't stick my hands in it. And then let's do kind of the same pattern. So maybe they look like they're the same species of butterfly. Something like that. Super cute. Simple, but cute. Okay, now let's start adding these little guys in here. And I'm going to take his little wings and add just a little bit of a fold to them. And maybe a couple of these little tiny dots. Right there. And right, whoops, there. And this is where I love those tabbed foam dots. I have the worst time getting the little backers off of the regular foam dots. The worst. I don't know if it's my big fingers. There we go. Or what? Oh, there we go. Okay, so let's get that out of the way. And then I want these to pinch just a little bit. So I'm going to place that down. And then the wings are going to be kind of spread a little bit. Okay, do you see the dimension that we're getting there? Let's move these little guys. And then let's place our other little bugs. Okay, the worm, I'm going to put him down. I should have colored him green, I think. I think he would have been cute as like a little inchworm. But he can kind of be kind of slithering around here up on the letters. And then we've got our little cricket or our grasshopper, depending on how you want to color him. I think he's kind of cute right there. But you can see, depending on like what colors you chose here, how cute this would be for either a baby girl card or a baby boy card. The bee, he can buzz around up there. And then let's place our little butterflies. Okay, so I think I'm going to use the little dots again. Let's see here. He looks like the Wormy from Sesame Street. He does look like Wormy. I didn't even think about that. I forgot about Wormy, actually. I think it was my little boy, Sam, or maybe it was Emily. I forget which one of my kids loved like Elmo and all the little critters. And see, this little guy, he can kind of perch right there. So we can kind of spread the love out here a little bit. And I'm going to turn this little butterfly over. Okay. Yeah, you look at this little, who is that? Kelsey said this is turning out to be the cutest little card. It is. You kind of look at this little collection and think, you know, oh, that's cute. That's cutesy. But there's some really cool, you know, little things that you could do with it. Okay, we've got all of our little dots and spots, and I hope that that is coming through okay, but you can always take, you know, all your little things and add maybe a little dot, little dot. just like that. Add some little, cute little features, cute little things. Let me take my white one. And this was all of these were just done with the stencils and the dies. Let me see if I can get my little white pen. There we go. Maybe like some little highlight lines. Just some little things here and there. Even his little antenna. Cute. So cute. But I think this set is like, what do you call it when there's a team that you're surprised is like one of your favorites? Is it a sleeper? Like when they surprise you? I know like the Final Four and all that stuff is going on in basketball. Maybe this is the sleeper and I can kind of hold it this way and that. But the flowers and all the little bugs and things turn out a little more delicate when you just use the stencils. They're so cute. Okay, let's go to the split here. All right. And then we can kind of talk about, let's see, great. Oh, yes, it's already on the website. It was released last month in the Simply Spring release. So there is, I'll show you the whole little collection again. Okay, so here's the stamps. You can see mine are dirty. I stamped it today and then I thought, I wonder if I just want to try to stencil it and see if it will work. And it totally works without the stamps. So here's the stamps, all the little things, and you can see the sweet little greetings here. And all the little flowers look just like they do when you stencil it. It just doesn't have the stamped line around it. Okay. So here's the stamps, and then you saw all the coordinating dies. Okay. And then there are all the stencils. Mine are really dirty now. So there's 4 stencils. They're kind of hard to see on that screen, that are going to color all the flowers, all the little bugs. And then if you like the foil, there is the foil plate. And then one thing that was really smart about the foil plate and the die is you can foil it and have it spread out along your card just like this. So you can have all your little critters, kind of flying and crawling around. Or you can die cut these, and you'll notice how, bug is down here, love is here, there is here. They're all separated. The words are put together, but they're separated here. So if you wanted to smush them down and have your whole sentiment only take up this much room on your card, you could die cut that and stack them up like that. So if you wanted to do a horizontal card and have, a little piece of your meadow here, a little piece here, and then your sentiment either going more long ways like that or a little more squished in the center, you could do that because, the dies are going to give you that option where you could either do it vertical like this, or you can use the dies and either, pop them up, whatever, or completely change the orientation of how the sentiment goes. I hope that that's making sense to you guys. Looks like no line coloring. It does. It totally gives you that illusion. And I like this when there's a stencil option, whether you're doing something a little more cutesy like this, or whether you're doing beautiful florals, because it's quick and easy. You stencil your design, you stencil your flowers, anything like that. But it also, to me, it's quick, but it also looks so delicate and like light and airy, and I want to say fluffy, but that's not the right word. But you guys know see what I'm saying. It's light and delicate without the dark stamp lines, if that makes sense. So it just gives you a whole nother option. If you want to stamp it and Copic color it, which I thought about doing that, but I thought, let's see. This with the stencils without the stamp lines was kind of a trial to see how it would look, and it's totally cute. You can totally use it either way. That whole little collection just gives you a lot of different options. Let's see, stencils are so great for those like me who don't color very well. I don't color very well either. I fake it till I make it. I'm totally not like a Copic pro master. If I do it where I'm like, if I think it looks cute, then it's a-okay in my book. Kelly, thanks for sharing this. Thank you, Rachel. All right. It does make the coloring faster. It does. And you add in, or I always do, you don't have to, but when you stencil something, a flower, little things like this, you add in your little, your little touches that kind of put your spin on it. You could go in with colored pencils or something like that on the little flowers and add, some little details in there, and then it, just kicks it up a notch, depending on what you want to do. So many options. All right, you guys. So it's time for our giveaway. And if you're new here, the way that you are in the running for one of our live stream giveaways is just by taking part in the comments there, telling us what you like, ideas you have, just saying hello to us. And Lisa's going to let us know the winner. And our winner wins a $25 gift card to Honeybee Stamps. And options are great. Always Rejoicing said options are great. I like options too, because one day you're going to need a super fast card, and so you just want to stencil it all really fast. And then one day you're in the mood to put on a TV show and sit and color it with your Copic markers or your colored pencils. And so I like little collections like this because it gives you the options to do everything or just a little bit. Okay, so our winner is Nan Fisk. Congratulations, Nan. So if you'll email me here at Kelley, Kelley, at honeybeestamps.com, I will hook you up with your gift card. Congratulations. And then I hope everyone will go and check out our Buzzworthy Challenge group over on Facebook and check out the class that we have going on or coming up in at the end of this month. And I will see you all again on Wednesday evening. Bye, guys. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.